Open your book to page 98. Today's lesson is on how to use the distributive property. So let's go over some examples how it works. So let's go to example 1. So you have 8 times 3 plus 5. So in this case, normally you will add this first, right? 3 plus 5 will give you 8, and 8 times 2 will give you 64. Okay. So, but in this case, you also can use the distributive property. You can distribute, so it'll be 24 and multiply, you get 40, and so when you add, you get 64. Now the reason you want to use distributive property instead of adding first, because in many cases you cannot add this first. For example, like if you go to example 3, 3a, you have 2 times x plus y. See, in this case, they are variables, not numbers that you can add. Okay, so you cannot just, like this one, you can add and multiply, right? In this case, you can't. So you have to use the distributive property. So distribute, you get 2x, multiply, you get 2y, and that's your answer. So this is called a distributive property. Now, the distributive property, you can also go backward. So if you go to example 4a, you got 5x plus 3y times 2. Notice right now, over here, you got a number in front and variable in the back, right? This one is reversed, but you do exactly the same thing. You just go and distribute, so you multiply. So this will give you 10x. And then you go and multiply. So you're done with this term, so you go to the next one. So you multiply, you get plus 6y. So this is the distributive property. And for distributive property, it does not matter how many terms, okay? You just do the same thing. So if you go to example 5 on page 101, example 5a, you have negative 4 times 3x minus 7y plus 4 minus 8z. Again, it doesn't matter how many terms, you just go and distribute. So multiply, you get negative 12x, multiply, now you have to watch the sign. So negative times negative give you positive. So positive 28y, multiply, negative 16, multiply, plus 32z. Okay? And be careful how you write 2 and a z. Notice I put a slash through so I can differentiate between 2 and a z. Okay? And so that's the answer. Okay, so let's go and do some practice.